Newport with Joe. We're just gonna do a little bit of a wrap-up video on this car. You've seen the engine build series, the transmission shift kit series, and a couple people have been wondering, you know, how the car handles, what do you think about it? So I guess to start with, could you just run through some of the highlights of the engine build? Like, what changes did you make to the engine?
Well, I think a lot of the details are in those engine videos, but long story short, it just completely got disassembled. Reused all the stock components except for the camshaft and some of the valves. Gasket matched everything, did some port work on the heads, nothing crazy, just to clean up some casting flash. Bigger valves, new springs, seals, and new cam, which came from Hughes engines in Illinois. It's their Whiplash cam, so it runs pretty good. The carburetor is a 750 Demon, Edelbrock RPM Intake, aluminum. It's still using the electronic factory ignition on it. This would have been a points car. I did upgrade it to the electronic distributor. Other than that, it's mostly stock on the bottom end, stock hardware and everything. Put a HP manifolds, exhaust manifolds on it, and dual exhaust from TTI. The Dynomax Super Turbo mufflers are on this car, and it's pretty quiet in here. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's actually really not bad for cruising around.
No, it doesn't really have much drone to it. There's certain RPMs it's a little bit noisier than others, but I mean, you get on the thing and it gets loud. It gets up and out of its own way, that's for sure. The shift kit works really great. The 1-2 shift is really crisp, along with the 2-3. Really stout.
Yeah, I could definitely attest to the shift kit. I mean, you'll definitely get some tire chirping on that 1-2 shift.
Right. This will chirp the tires 1-2 with 323s, and it's got a big tire. It's got a 235 75/15 on it, so it's a tall tire. Yeah. Do a full throttle 1-2-3 shift off the dead start. Put a sure grip in it, all new shocks, new brake lines, pretty much just the run-of-the-mill comb over of the car.
Right.
The interior, I didn't do anything except for clean it. I mean, it's a really super nice car. Original rug is in really nice shape. It's not all messed up. There's really no tears or issues with any of the vinyl anywhere. Even the headliner is nice. There's I don't know, a lot of this is nice. Their paint's a little bit old. It was repainted somewhere down the line, and they didn't do the most greatest job on it, but it's got a shine to it. It's not flat.
So what are you looking? What was kind of the purpose of this car? Was this just kind of a high performance cruiser? What were you looking for the outcome
I'd say
of this?
I found this car 2 years ago, and you see us dragging it out of the garage there, and you know, it was a two-door. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm really partial to this 66 or 67, 68 Chryslers. They just appeal to me. I've had a few of them now. This car was just neat because the interior was so nice. The color combination's wild. There's just a sickening amount of this teal aqua green color to go around, but it was hard not to buy this thing. And with it being kind of a turd and sitting around for 25 years, it was really kind of a clean slate to just, you know, tear the engine out, tear the tranny out, go through that stuff, make it clean and nice looking, detail the engine bay, and really kind of make it really run strong. It's still got mild manner to drive around on the highway with 323 gears in it, so it's really not outrageous, but could it be a little bit more snappy? Sure. The cam for this, or that's in this engine, could use a little bit more torque converter and a little bit more gear in it. The car does weigh 4,000 pounds, so off the line it's a little slouchy until the RPMs really come up, but it is a 383.
Right.
So it doesn't have that big low end torque like the 440 did. But still a fun car. It's really fun to drive.
So we got the hood up. This is what the engine looks like running, driving in the car.
After about a year and a half too.
Yeah.
It's been in the car for a little while. We've taken it on a couple trips, so it's funny how fast it deteriorates, even though it was nice and pretty last time in the videos. But it's holding up.
So is there anything you'd do different if you could do this all over again?
If I could do it all over again, I probably would have put more converter in it, put a higher stall torque converter in it, just to get it a little bit looser. Probably a carburetor choice would be different. I think I'd probably run a 650 on it instead of the 750. I think it's a little over carbureted for, especially how heavy the car is with 323 gears in it. A couple little things that need to be finished up yet too on it. The bottom of the hood's kind of scaly and rusty from sitting around. That needs to be taken off and stripped and cleaned. So there's still more work to do on it, but nothing that really needs to be done. I did the electronic conversion to the stock box. I made a bracket for it. I still haven't loomed up the wires and mounted anything yet and wired it, so they're just kind of dangling off here. A couple things, you know, around the engine bay. I did all the wheel wells and the firewall before the engine went in, so I just need to clean up some of the front cowl and the radiator core support. Just need some touch up, some cleaning. Some of the detail paint, the black on some of the chrome needs to be redone on the tail lights, that type of thing. Other than that, not a whole heck of a lot needs to be finished with it. Just some cosmetic stuff that's fairly insignificant to it running.
So all in all, you're pretty happy with it, huh?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm pretty happy. You know, I'd like it to burn out more on command, but what are you going to do? It's a heavy car.
That's right. Alright, so we got the hood up, and this is pretty much the final look of the engine. So
Might want to restart. Or just leave that in there. Put that at the end, the follies.
yeah.
At the end.